Okay, it's a beautiful day weather-wise. It's a little overcast, but the only thing I've really done lately is I put this little kill switch on my battery. It's basically just the a switch to engage and disengage the ground on my battery. You know, it's not like anybody's going to be lining up to steal this thing, but people will steal anything. So just make that to make it more inconvenient, because this is an ancient vehicle, and I'm sure you can hot wire it with a screwdriver and a dream. So I just made it another step to make things a little bit more complicated. And I've still got to get in here. Still looking down here. I'm going to go in just a second in PB Blast or WD-40, whichever I find. The bolts on that fan down there, I'm not even sure you can see it, so I can make sure I can get it off pretty soon. Hopefully I'll be able to get this done this weekend. But as you see over here, we do have some nice little thunder showers rolling in, so I'm definitely not gonna be doing it today, since I'll be working outside. Yeah, over here, let me take a look at my brake fluid. Okay, that's not bad. See, what I basically do with my brake fluid is I use some of that hydraulic seal. I guess is it a Lucas product? I don't know. I'll put a header on this to tell you what the product is. But it has stopped a small leak I had in my brake system. I just got to get rid of a few major things before I start troubleshooting. You know, yards and yards of bent hydraulic pipe to try to find a leak in the brake system. So we'll see. As bad as it looks in here, I've actually done some improving. I have gotten rid of a lot of the loose and unnecessary wires on the floor, and it's still horrible looking, because but it's getting better. I meant to get 50/50 antifreeze, and I got the full just add water kind, so I need to put some more. I need to get some 50/50 since when I begin to take apart that water pump. I did get this switch for the back here, so I can now disengage my 12-volt connector back here, so I can preserve my batteries overnight. Just I'm spending more time out of the van for the little bit more in the future. By the way, my AC has arrived. The Zero Breeze. I'm going to be using it, or try to use it in the van. You'll be getting a review on that hopefully in a not too distant future, because it has arrived in Long Beach, California, and off a container ship. Now, how long it's going to take to get to me, I don't know. I had a tracking number. My tracking number was a shipping number, so I now know it's in the United States. I do not know when it's going to arrive or the path it's going to take. So I did get this to this little gadget here will help me hold the bolts on the fan when I begin to do some things I might need to do to hold it steady while I remove the bolts, etc. So over there in this mess on in my used to be my ICAC I haven't used very much. Over there in that box is the fan clutch, so I'm going to add that too. I'm just replacing everything I can, since I don't want to be in this van searching around that much. Let me go around the back. I've got a pretty sizable set of tools. I'll be showing some of the more unusual ones, so things that might not have value except in extraordinary circumstance. Any case, down here, these are my two tool bags. I had this one above for a while. The one below, you see this is a box for a Milwaukee or powered ratchet. This is a 1/4 inch. I got a 3/8 inch down here as well. I don't think, what else have I got in here? I got some more grabbers. See, this was a very, very sparse little set here. You know, and some pretty cheap tools. Most of my tools are cheap. I don't spend a lot of money on tools. I did like this one, and because it would extend. But you know, most of these little novelty tubes don't last very long. But fortunately, I'm not a professional mechanic, and if it doesn't last long, it probably lasts long enough for me to do what I've got to do. Let me get to the other bag here. Let me zip this up. Okay, my second bag here. This is the one I recently bought. This one actually is a wheeled one, so I can move it around. Down here is all the things. I think I've showed you most of this before, with the exception of I now got a 1/4 inch as well as 3/8 inch powered ratchet. I bought some wire brushes so I can clean off the area around the water pump before I attempt to put a new gasket and get a good seal there. I do have this belt wrench that I can also use to hold the pulley, or the pulley around with the fan, or the fan steady while I'm unscrewing some bolts. So I got more than I need, but I don't. But this is an old van, and it has never been driven like this before. And so far, I've had 2 things go out that shouldn't go out normally in the lifespan of a normal van, including the parking brake or emergency brake cable. So I'm going to have to be doing some things. The emergency brake cable is probably going to require I get into the drum brakes, which I'm not that familiar with. But we'll see how that works once I get this darn water pump taken care of. Also, I don't have a spare in this vehicle. The spare is in my my storage. So when I get this little AC, I'm got to figure out where I'm going to mount a spare, if I'm going to be able to mount it. I don't know how I'm going to do that, but I got to get a spare in here. And with the size of this van, I need a pretty stout jack. So that's beginning to take up some serious space. So I'm going to see how I'm going to do that, or if I'm going to be doing that. Right now, I'd have to call AAA if I had a flat, and I'd rather not have to do that. I've changed a lot of tires. Back when I was younger, that's how I knew to change my tires, when they went flat. Yeah, wasn't smart, but I was a kid. Yeah, I did that beyond being a kid, so I was stupid. I was a kid for a while, and I was stupid for a while before I realized that you need to do maintenance on your tires. In the case of, that's where I am now, so I'm hoping to get some of this stuff done. And I'm going to get in before this thunder shower hits. I will talk to you later when the next progress is gone, but I want to show you the stuff I've got, and I've got a few more tools coming in. I've got something called van pliers. I'll be showing that. I'm not even sure that's worth anything. I think it's worth something because I have use for them right now, but I will talk about those later, maybe do a review.